This is the story of a crab. A crab incapable of levelling. A crab destined to destroy capitalism. Or something.
Would you say the earth is beautiful?
No. It's mean, and it's rude, and it's scary.
What word comes to mind when you think of the earth?
Another crab's treasure, a great balance between Sekiro, Mortal Shell, and Dark Souls, wrapped in an aquatic and environmentalist theme. It couldn't be more perfect for me. After smashing through the game, I had to come back and give a go at a challenge. First to mind was level 1, which actually turns out to be level 0. So for the rules. No leveling. Any shell is allowed and any stowaway is allowed, even if it's stat boosts. But no MSG boosts at the moon snail, and I've got to do all bosses. Now before we get started, a little heads up, I've been watching a heap of ACT speedrunning lately, so I'm going to be launching anywhere I can. I'm going to be going off like a cut snake. Or trying to.
No one's home!
Sir, please open up.
Oh, you're not a bird.
Sir, are you the owner of this residence?
You mean my shell? Yeah, it's mine. Do you like it?
I represent the Royal Duchy of Slacktide, which has recently annexed the territory surrounding and including this tide pool. I'm here to inform you that you have outstanding taxes that date back in upwards of 10 tides.
The man just shows up, taxes our shit, then takes our home. Marx wouldn't have it. It's time for a revenge-olution. But first things first, I need an instrument of war. Spending all this time in the ocean's making my mouth dry. I'm gonna go grab a bevy.
Lawbreaker!
Oh shit, it's Gyobu!
Oh crab, I'm sorry. Was I
Okay,
supposed
time
to
to shit
grab
the
a
bed
ticket?
because I'm useless without parry. But I'm gonna try and do Wolf proud.
You can't outrun the law forever, kid.
After refreshing a bit, I run into this bloke from Liverpool trying to glass me. still a bit dehydrated. I take a few hits, but I send him on his way. I grab me parry off the moon snail and it's time to challenge a boss I've seen 100 times on social media but didn't find on me blind run, the shell splitter. Old mate wasn't too bad, except in a shocking turn of events, he does a shit ton of damage to my shell. But with some good rolls and charged attacks, I sent his polluted ass to Davy Jones. In an act of kindness, I offered a peaceful resolution with the Duchess. Instead, she chose death. Now this fight is actually a blast because parrying her bonks her shit back into her pie hole, and that makes me laugh.
Quit squirming! Tear it all down! Return it to the waves!
She didn't listen to reason, and now she's just bait.
All of our lives are as sand beneath the tide. You'll see one day.
Also, her death quote, is that like a Roy Batty reference? Feels like it. I make my way to town, New Carinia, only to find that shrimp dick is still holding my home ransom. I'll do what he says for now. On my way out of town I try my hand at Pagaris, but my body is not ready. I'll come back for you. But you've given me my secret weapon, the red cup shell, because Krill is a pisshead. This is how you know it's a true Souls-like. Straight through the wall. Disease Lycanthrope is, as he was on my first playthrough, a pushover, just a stepping stone to harder bosses. Now he is a crab after my own heart. A carbonara connoisseur. Shame there can only be one, and now that I've got aggression, red cup, and I'm remembering how to parry, the pasta is mine. Shortcut? The Intimidation Crab. Clearly named as such because he scares you into attempting a parry on an attack he will then miss, which ruins your following parry window. Dead set pest. But now he's fit for filling in his own fucking sushi rolls. A mantis shrimp. You have no idea how happy I was to see this boss the first time, and how he turned out to be a very fun fight. Aside from, well, his whirlwind attack. This one probably had me the most scared of all the early game bosses. I still don't know what I'm doing in that. The only reason I survived was a mix of luck, him somehow launching over my head in his crushing attacks, and blowing through crab husks during the whirlwind. But I did it!
Seems like I'm still out of practice. All skills fade with time, I suppose. I truly thought I would perish in a cooler way, though. Fighting at least 10 or 12 guys. Well, you've earned that petite crab. Come, and put my tortured soul to rest.
I'm not trying to kill you.
Oh.
This might only be a Souls-like, but Fashion Souls is still real. After clearing out the grove, I went on a bit of a stainless relic hunt. The moment I do, Pagorus returns, gets right up in my face and tries to start me. I figure, why not? I just neck a mantis shrimp. So I get on the piss and I flog him senseless. First try, aside from all the other tries that I did just leaving New Carinia. While going to shut down Roland's capitalist hellscape, I found the Consortium, basically the Rotten from Dark Souls 2, but worse because it reminds me of the smell of seafood. This is the first and I think only gimmick boss, but it's 100 times better than Bed of Chaos, so all good in my book. Run free, little marine life. The Scuttling Sludge Steamroller sets up an intimidating arena, but Old Mate is just the polluted platoon with a broomstick stuck on his head. Piss off out of here. Oh my god, you have no idea how many takes that took to actually say that. That line was not built for people with two tongues. The Ceviche Sisters, or as I like to call them, the Prawn Skin Duo. Okay, so that pun took longer than the fight, my bad. After a lot of dicking about with magnets, I found a moray eel that can somehow generate electricity. The ocean is crazy. Now, I beat the game before the band and duck got nerfed, so I had no idea that this would change my whole playstyle. I also had no idea you could unplug their appliances. So, not only did I do this on level 0, but I also did it while making this harder on myself because I'm a moron. Rest in peace, Voltai, the coolest looking boss in the game.
I'll send you down the drain myself.
Finally, I've cornered Roland to teach him the power of crustacean-based communism, but he just won't listen.
Oh, shit. Here comes the thunder. There, nailed it.
At this point, we're starting to get to the final build as well. So I'm using 2 muscle plus with the red cup, and with this power at my claws, Roland gets sent into the depths. Now we get to the coolest looking, but most frustratingly difficult place to navigate. The unfathomed. But with the power of editing... Skip! Petrock. I nearly forgot to write about you. That's probably because you were a big phony pretending to be Shelter. So I got on the beers, and then I used your corpse for fast travel. I'd have let Inkerton live, but he took the pleasure of killing Roland away from me. His fight is weird though. It's not all that hard, except his grab attack. I screw up the dodge way too often on that, but once I sorted that out, he follows Roland to the grave. The Old Ocean. It reminds me of Code Vein's Cathedral, but way more depressing. With some sneaky tricks, you can actually get to the throne room pretty quick. I mostly screwed up and sort of half did all of them, but let's just get there real quick. Well, if it isn't Cammy the crusty old crab, the first boss who gets to taste my fully upgraded fork. Now, phase 1 isn't too bad, just don't do anything stupid. Phase 2 though, is mostly trying to avoid the AoEs, that tantrum attack he stole from Guardian Ape, and also just trying to keep the Grub Cup alive. This was so far the longest it's taken me for a boss. That phase 2 is one hell of a drug. And down the bog we go. Okay, a few things before we get to the next boss. I accidentally got a set of Bloodstar limbs. Because that boosts my health, it felt a bit like cheating for level 0, but I can't undo it. So instead, I made sure not to get any additional kelp sprouts to kind of balance it out. Why did I tell you all of that? Because the next 2 fights would have been a shit ton easier if I had a few more heart kelp. Prior Dubia is hell on current patch. Its health is fucked. It's over double what it was, which means you have to deal with more cycles in phase 1, and it sucked so much. But on the upside, I found out Prior Dubia is a real thing. It's a giant siphonophore, and it looks cool as. So that kind of eases my suffering a little bit. Back to the fight though, there's no real trick to it. It's luck, perseverance, and being fueled by pain. How did I not die here?
Come on, do it! Hit me! Don't be
Alright, so I know Firth was a capitalist shill, but now he's out here proving he's a selfish dick too. So I slap a Shark Tooth 2 muscle pluses right on the side of me red cup. Then I have to go make some changes to my moon snail skills, because I kept picking up shells as hammers, which yeah, do more damage, but it's slow and got me killed. Riposte as well, that had to go. It's mostly useless against this bloke, and it just ruins chances where I could be hitting with a charge attack. So I take it back to only the essentials. I try to avoid that 4-hit combo in phase 1, because that's really the only threat, because it does so much shell damage. But once I'm in phase 2, it's all about dodging the whirlpools and that grab attack. Everything else is trying to proc aggro while getting on the goon. Then just give him a bit of the old stabby stabs and he's done.
This thing's downright overpowered! You ain't seen nothing yet, dude! After I take care of you, my life's gonna rule! no, Krill, wait! Don't put that on!
I think I get what chitin meant now.
Krill, hold on! Let's talk about this like adults!
If I'm gonna be angry, I might as well use it for something good. So that maybe, one day, other people won't have to fight like me. And what better way to start than to beat up a selfish, greedy, muscle shocker like... Yeah!
Wait!
It's about time Prawnathan learns about the power of Marxist crustaceanism. Okay, so that did not go as cleanly as I thought it would. That's it. Level 0, another crab's treasure, all bosses. If you like this and want to see more, just let me know in the comments because I'd love an excuse to give this game another crack. Thank you for sticking it through this long, and I'll catch you next time.
Some time and rubbing alcohol, the stains on me might fade, but nothing ever washes out the way you want it to, my dear. No, nothing ever seems to